Hey guys, this is Hertz. I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on basic commands in the Arma 2 server administration field. Just a real quick overview of this screen. This is the create game screen. This is what you see when you join a server that is empty, or the screen you see when you are an admin. If you're logged in as admin and there are other players on the server, they will simply see a black screen that says wait for host. This is where you choose everything. This is where you choose the mission, choose the map, domination, bunch of other stuff, desert, Traverse, Udis, and all that fun stuff. All these you can choose through the missions through there. It's all sorted by what island it's made on. There's also where you can choose the difficulty up here. Keep in mind that you cannot choose this difficulty outside of this screen. You have to always select it on this screen, otherwise you have to go back and do it. First, let me show you what happens if you don't log in as admin. You should have seen this screen before. You simply get that was not supposed to happen. There we go. It says would like to select another mission. There you go. There we go. This is the screen you're supposed to see. The voting time remaining. It'll say, I want to do veteran difficulty on this mission. And if you aren't logged in as admin, this is what you'll see, and this is how you know that you have to log in. So let's show you how to log in. You type in hash, log in, whatever the admin password is. In this case, it's testadmin. And then if you're successful, it'll say log in as admin. Now, if you don't type in the hash, when you type in just log in testadmin, it shows up in the text. So don't do that. Always make sure you have the hash. You only need one, and you can log in. Now if you want to log out, just type in hash log out, and it'll say logged out. But for this case, you want to stay logged in. Alright, next let's choose a mission. We'll do Domination West on Veteran, and just double click the mission, and it'll come up. Alright, now let me show you a few things on this screen. This is all the sides over here, as you know. You can choose player slots over here. Now locks the server, and parameters lets you choose various things that the game type or the mission lets you choose. Like for example, if you want the enemy to be really awesome, you can choose high skill enemy. I mean, you can choose literally everything here. And most game types have this. Most missions have this kind of thing where you can set, the time of day. You can set the weather. You can have, if you have ACRE with it, you can have this here. You can enable if you teleport to the base or not, or anything. You can choose all this kind of stuff. Win that file. Now let's go to server control here. Now when you look at this, you see all the missions on the server, and if you wanted to move to a particular mission, you would go, hey, let's go do West Ace ranked. You would hit play mission, and boom, you would go to it. Now if you hit reassign, it'll reassign the current mission you're on. And if you hit restart, it'll restart the mission you're on. And shutdown shuts down the server. And if you hit the missions, it'll take you back to the screen right here. Alright, now let's go ahead and go back in to the updated version of Domination on Veteran. Let's go in as first artillery operator and rescue. Now as the mission file is receiving, everything you see in the server control window you can do as a command. For example, reassign. Boom, that reassigns everybody. Restart. That restarts everybody. Now you can also do mission name, I believe it is. It's mission name .Batman. So I mean that you can select the mission there, the name specifically, but typically it's just easier to just go back to the screen. You can also do shutdown to shut down the server, but don't do that. Typically you only want to do that through your game server control panel. Next, what you want to do is let's go ahead and go into the game here. Or you know what, let's not go into the game because they're going to do the intro, the domination intro. Let's go ahead and show you the user list. Now, when you do user list, it'll show you everybody in the server, their ping, their admin, it'll say the admin on it, and it'll show you their ID. Now let's use this ID. If there's somebody in the server pissing you off, what you want to do is you want to do kick or ban. So hash ban, hash kick. In this case, you can use their name, in which case it would be 21CWTA Hertz, and then you would hit enter, and now it'd be kicked. Or you can type in my ID, kick 3983238, and boom, I would be gone. That is their server GUID based on their CD key, and that'll kick them. You can also do that through the server control window that you saw back on the other page. You can do that exactly through there as well. Now let's go ahead and show you monitor hash monitor 10. What that'll do is every 10 seconds it'll show you the server health. It'll show you server FPS, it'll show you bandwidth, and it'll show you memory usage. For server FPS, it is capped at 50, so FPS 47. That's very good. But then again, we're just kind of sitting here, so it should be good. Typically under load, I've seen it go down to 30, around 30. But you want to keep it up to as 50 as possible. The lower it gets, the more player lag we're going to see. Now, for memory used, 197 megabytes. That is very good. For that's good. We're just sitting here. It's 197 is pretty good. Typically, I've seen it go up to, I would say, about 250. That shouldn't go too high either, though. In terms of bandwidth, right now it's stationed out at out and in are both 0 kilobits per second. And what you want to look at specifically is that bandwidth shouldn't be much of an issue if you're going through a game server company. Typically, in a loaded server, out I've seen go around 2,000, and in I've seen go around between 100 and 500. The in should not be too much. Out is what's going to be the main one, just because the server is sending all of this information to the player. So I mean, as jets fly around, explosions go off, all that information is being sent simultaneously. So that's why out is always going to be the most used. You don't need to do monitor 10, or you can do any variable 0 through 10 to show you how often. But you don't need to do that often. I would do it maybe once or twice if you're doing a weekend scrim or something. Maybe one round or two, just to make sure the server is performing well. If not, then you have to look into issues and maybe why. Is it the mission? Is the mission not coded very well? Is the was there something that's screwing up? Is there a mod file in there that shouldn't be, and then it's screwing up? It could be anything. But if it's low or it's higher than it should, or everything's not performing as well as it should be, then you need to look into why. To turn this little annoying message off, this is helpful too if you just want to keep it on for like 10 minutes or so. You can just type in hash monitor 0. That'll turn it off. Boom, no more. Because that does get a little bit annoying if you're playing in game and you have that white text all over the place. Now let's see. I don't think we need to show you anything else. Those are pretty much the major lists you need to know. Just remember, hash. Always use hash. Hash login admin password. In this case, it's testadmin. That logs you in. Hash logout logs you out. Hash kick, and you can type in their player name, or you can type in their GUID, and to get their GUID, you type in hash user list. And to reassign, you type in hash reassign. To restart the missions, hash restart. And that's pretty much the major commands you need to know. If you can do all of this through a external program called Archon. There is a program out there for this. Or you can just simply go back into the lobby here and do server control, and you can do everything through here. It's up to you, but keep in mind if you're at this screen and you hit disconnect, make sure you always log out as admin. You don't want you logging out screw anything up. Alright guys, that's it.